AITA for considering divorce after my husband yelled at me. Backstory. My husband is 6 feet 8 inches and skinny. I am 5 feet 3 inches and not skinny. I know, very cliche. We have 3 boys, 5, 9, and 12. When he yells, it is terrifying. He is the nicest person to people he meets, but when he is mad and he yells, it is fight or flight mode for me. We have been together for 14.5 years, and he has yelled at me one time before this. Okay, over the past couple of years, our boys have become rough. They are testing boundaries all over the place. They are young, it's what they're supposed to do. We call them on it and move on. Sometimes they don't respond how we want, and after a while we get pretty frustrated. I'm not going to lie, I have yelled at my boys before. My boys that are almost as tall as me, at least 2 of them. They think it's pretty funny that I am that frustrated. They also know that when I get to that point it is time to settle down and come to mom with some grace. My husband, however, is loud and tall and has a shorter temper with them. There have been many times that I have told him to knock it off because it was scaring me and the boys. The only time he has yelled at me in the past was actually warranted. His best friend's mom had passed. Only I didn't know this was his best friend, and someone he grew up with, however, I kinda should have known. Anyway, I had a big walk that day with a regional for my company, and decided to stay like a dumb ass. He yelled at me that day, and it was easy to forgive and move on, because it made sense to me. Well, last night, we were supposed to sign some papers online for a loan. He kept telling me that I had received an email. I told him repeatedly that I didn't have the email. I showed him my email on my phone. There was no email. He kept saying that he forwarded it. I kept telling him, babe, I'm sorry, but I don't have it. I'm sure at one point I lost it a little. I know I said at one point, dude, I don't know what you want me to say, but I don't have the email. At which point he's starting yelling at me about copping an attitude with him, which apparently I do all the time. I shut down at that point. I mean it when I say that when he yells, it is legit fight or flight mode. I'm not afraid to throw down, but damn, this sound makes me want to run as far as I can in the other direction. So I shut down. I went to bed. He finally forwarded the email I was supposed to get, only without the links I was supposed to have to fill out anything. I told him to print it out, and I would sign whatever, I didn't care. And I went to bed. I work at 3 a.m. by the way. This morning, he sent me a text apologizing and telling me what in a hole he is, all the things. Says he doesn't even remember yelling at me, however he is apologizing for yelling unprompted. I didn't even send my usual good morning my love text. My oldest son does though. He was in the room during the conflict. First thing when I walked through the doors after work. Mom, are you okay? My husband that is painting the house next door? He knows I home and is biding his time, hoping I will have enough glasses of wine to forgive as usual. I am assuming anyway. I don't know, I married him because I felt safe. I have not felt safe since last year. That is a whole other story. Shared a hotel room with another woman without telling me but thought I wouldn't care because he would never do anything. I don't feel safe anymore. AITA for considering walking away?